Hey everybody, it's me, Super Paul, singing the CK2 theme song called Screamerella. Last time, if you watched, you know that there is going on a great holy war for Aquitaine, declared by the Tengri High Priest. These are all of our vassals who have gone to war. We have not gone to war, for various reasons. Apparently, Chief Radislav of Niš is one of the more better participants in it. There's 5% war score in favor of the Tengri cause, despite the fact that they are fighting... Ooh, the King of Italy now? The King of the Holy Roman... Oh, the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. The King of Galatia. Galatia is this little area right here. And, of course, the King of Aquitaine and some assorted dukes around there as well. You can see these armies here. These are the armies of the Tengri Alliance. Well, this isn't right here. This is the Aquitaine army. These are the Tengri Alliance armies, and they're already taking territory from Aquitaine. And they have won some big battles. There are a bunch more troops back here sitting on their ass for no... I don't know what reason. What we are doing, though, is we are raiding our neighbor of Nasani. That's what we're doing with a retinue, to try and build up some money, and we're doing okay with that. The other thing I want to do is I want to build their retinue up a little more while we got this money coming in. We have a little more retinue cap. I want some more heavy infantry and archers, so we're going to buy 2 skirmish retinues. Fuck. We'll buy 3. We'll have these guys merge, and then we will send them to the front here. It's going to cost us some more money, but now is the time, I think, to build up the retinue as high as we can go. Partly because Hermes, when he does pass away, hopefully a long time from now, we're in no rush for that. Hopefully he leaves Radigan, or whoever his descendant at that time is, a very strong army. And if Aquitaine, if one of our vassals gets Aquitaine in the Holy War, it'll make the Empire strong. And of course Bernie wants that, because the Dicktopolous clan always wants more. They want the bigger dick, if you know what I mean. Oh, dirty talk! Ooh! But it might mean, especially if a king gets this, or someone will be a king, we could have some really strong rivals below us. The more I think about it, the more ridiculous it seems for an emperor to have a rival. That's so much beneath me, says Emperor Hermes. I hope I didn't say Bernie earlier, that's his dad. Seems a bit silly of me to hold him as a rival. So you have 2 rivals, Slavic the Lewd, who tried to fuck your wife, and Momchil the Lewd, who did fuck your wife. I think he's not going to forget them. If it was a different situation, it was like a rival from childhood, it'd be okay, but no. He's like, I never forget my enemies. You tried to fuck my wife and get people to help you with that, and you did fuck my wife. Not cool. If Emperor Hermes could have banquets, which he unfortunately can't as a Tengri. Yeah, see? If he could, he would look dirty at them at that. After years of careful planning, Vajanab Dicktopolous from the court of Presjev Domilos has raised a large army of exiles, mercenaries, and hopefuls, declaring his intention to press his claim by force. Okay, look, normally I hate the unlanded bullshit, unlanded adventures. This is an unlanded adventure. This is the only time in the game I've seen where this makes sense. Why? Because this old fuck is our nephew? And he's got a claim on the Empire. You know what? This makes sense. He's got a weak claim on this area. This makes sense. Is he not attacking us? Is he... Or is that a guy from our territory being an unlanded adventurer somewhere else? Maybe it is. Yeah, because I don't see the unlanded adventurer thing. Maybe because he's from my territory they notify us? I don't know what's going on. That's what I love about this game. You can play it for weeks, years, and still not know what's going on. I'm sure somebody knows more than I do. See how the war is going for Aquitaine by our vassals. 12% war score in favor of the Tengri. Man, look at that Tengri moral authority. 100! Hell yeah. From here we can see that High Chief Matryoshka and High Chief Sermon and High Chief Radoslav are the top 3 ones in competition for having contributed the most to the war. Whoever contributes the most, if they win, will get Aquitaine. I want a High Chief to get it. I do not want a current king to get it. Either way, we will then have 4 kings in our kingdom if they win. The King of Georgia, the King of Lithuania, and the King of Khiva. I always forget the name of that last one. While we're at it, as we run around like mad people. Alright, we're just watching here as we're trying to siege down these areas with our guys, just raiding and looting. It's fun, what can I say? Speaking of which, why don't we set these guys to loot too, so when they show up, they can help join up the loot fest. Pretty good, because those guys are like rookies. It's like, you just joined up. Here's a free lamp you found. That is one of our guys there, I believe. That white crest with the red bird. I think that is our neighbor right next to us. Yeah, right here. High Chief Matryoshka, who's actually one of the people who's doing the best on that. Eventually, I want to build up some of my own home territories too, but we want to start building up a bit of a financial cushion in case there's an emergency for us, and so that Radigan has something to inherit when he becomes emperor, assuming he's the emperor eventually. A 13% war score, taking on all the big Catholic leaders, except for the King of France. I can't find my pants. I hate you. Victory. We siege someplace and another place. That should bring in more money. More money, I guess, is more problems. Speaking of which, we should look at our troops. Some people are raiding our territory. That is very rude. I would never do that. I lied, I would. That's really our vassal's territory, so I don't care about it. My nephew, High Chief Drislov of Lesser Poland, wants to spend time. Sweet. It's like, Uncle, let's hang out again. All right. I love how Hermes is so popular. Balin the dwarf. I'm not a dwarf. I'm not a dwarf. Emperor relative. Shut up, dwarf. Drislov and I had a great time together. Family bonding time. And look at it. Look at that castle burn. Look at that castle burn. Look at that castle burn. Hell yeah. I don't know what happened to the armies here. Some of these armies have really gotten weak, and I don't know if it's from attrition, because they are very far from home, or what. I've noticed that Chief Carlman and Chief German are not on the best of terms. He's like, my son and my nephew aren't friends. Family first, family outing, everybody. Oh man, Dad, do I have to go? Yes, you do. When your dad's emperor, you have to. German Carlman and I had the greatest time. You were right, Dad. It was fun kicking peasants in the face. I know, right, bro? You're my dad. Yeah, bro. And honestly, Hermes probably wouldn't kick peasants in the face. Not from our kingdom. He would probably cross the border and kick Byzantine peasants, or better, Byzantine royalty in the face. Speaking of that, is there anybody in the prison to ransom? Nope. Could we kill somebody for the hell of it? Yeah, let's kill Jarmilla. Hey guys, let's go to an execution. I don't approve of that. Shut up. I love you. I love you too. They're a true romance story. It was one of his 3 concubines, and 2 wives later they get married. She's older than him. He's like, I like the MILFs. Alright, Emperor Weirdo. We are over 1,000 gold. Hell yeah. How goes the Holy War? 20% in favor of Tangri. We better go back and check our armies out, though. Victory again! Victory again! I'm not really too worried about these Lothian raiders. We may attack them. I loathe them. Yeah, you know what? I don't really care. Let them attack the vassals. The vassals can deal with it themselves. We're too busy raiding and making money. Man, it is good to be pagan, apparently. And how are we doing militarily? We are down to spending 37.73 gold per month on our retinue. Hell to the yeah. That is good. As that price goes down, the building up the retinue, we're going to be able to put more money in the bank. He's like, hey, baby, want to visit my spank bank? Not tonight. I'm going out with the girls. Ugh. My liege, I managed to sow distrust between Baron Pavlovs of Podromos and his liege Count... So our chancellor's digging around here in the Byzantine Empire, making people not like each other. He's like, your mayor said you're bald and you look like a penis head. He said, what, man? I hate him. It doesn't really help us out. But I'm not calling the guy back. My knowledge of swords only extends so far as to long, sharp things you poke people with when you want them to die. Especially if you are in a duel or at a war. It's amazing he doesn't know a lot about swords, considering his nickname is the Sword of Erlich Khan. And it's becoming an embarrassment. If someone could ever teach me anything about swords and how to use them, it would be one of my best friends, and I can trust him to never mock my lack of skills. We can ask Braslav to help us. Braslav, can you teach me how to sword fight? Sure, he's 60. He's not going to have much reason to ever sword fight, but he wants to know how. Like, why the fuck not? What if his, wife comes at him? He's like, nah, come in her. Ew, Hermes. This is a family broadcast, damn it. Alright, let's go back to the... What are we going back to? The Holy War. 25% in favor of our Tengri Holy Warriors. We have raided the city here. It is Bern. Emperor Hermes is like, you are a menace with a sword. Don't even know which end you should hold and which one you should use to kill people. It saddens me to tell you this, but I believe you're unteachable. Wait, Braslav is telling us that? Braslav did not mince words when he told me how utterly unteachable I was and that I should leave swords to real men. I am a man! Give me the sword! Ow! I grabbed the wrong side. There, dear. Let me put a band-aid on it. I'm a real man! You are. You don't even know how to use a sword. You can command a giant army. Our grandson became of legal age. Why don't we marry you to someone, dweeb? Everybody we can marry to you to... Really... We can't set up any important marriages because nobody wants to marry into the Tengri faith. I mean, which makes sense if you're worried about eternal damnation. You're like, a goose isn't going to save my soul. He will fly you to goose heaven. Oh, you Tengri good guys. 31% war score in favor of the Holy War. That little girl's like, oh, I'm going to get to marry your grandson. What was she, like 10? She's got such a crush on him. Truce is expiring between us and the Holy Roman Empire. That is good to remember. Victory! I think we're gonna go. We're gonna slow down time just a moment. Let's look at our home territories. We got a little bit of money. I don't want to spend too much, and see if there's any improvement really worth getting. Barracks, militia training ground, keep. That might not be a bad idea. Castle fortifications. We're gonna do that. That'll give us a higher fortification level, making it easier if someone tries to siege us. Considering the fact our capital, we're assigning a new commander, our capital is still on the border with a pretty strong enemy. That's not a bad idea. Tirnovo, let's have you build a castle town. That'll make us some more money. Dork Sylvania, we'll have you build a castle town. That'll make us some more money too. Dicktopolous, we will have you build a castle town too. That'll make us some more money. I spent a little more than I wanted to there. Threek, we're going to have you build a castle town too. That'll bring us more money in the long run. And we're out of money for that. I might have gone a little bit overboard. I kind of did. But I really want to reinvest in infrastructure. And as long as we are raiding these areas, bringing in a lot of money that way, and our expenses are going down as our retinues are getting fully built up, I think we can probably get away with it. My liege, I have managed to sow distrust. Go away, Chancellor. I told stories about them. I told one that he had a small wiener, and I told the other one that he sucked wieners, and now they hate each other. Ugh. I don't even care, dude. My Emperor, I'm pleased to report the majority of the population of Cell has converted to the Tengri faith. You know what kind of phones they use on there? Telephones. Cell phones. My liege, I was trying to teach the thick-headed peasants of Sofia how to use siege weapons when one of them dropped a boulder on my foot. I despair, ever teaching these idiots how to wage war. So our marshal got wounded. Alright, this area is Tengri now. Hell yeah. These areas are still Catholic. We gotta convert them. Alright, where the hell is our marshal? You are training the troops? No, you're researching military tech. Never mind, whatever. Have fun. Tengri bless you. Honk. %37% war score. So the great four kingdoms of Catholicism, minus the kingdom of France, they can't stand up to our vassals. We appoint a new commander? Our vassals are like that powerful. That is too cool. They just have destroyed their country. How many troops do they have? He's down to 3,000. He had 22,000 troops. King Matthew of Aquitaine did before the war started. And we are replenishing our money pretty quick. A son was born to Prince Radigan in Carpathia, and Deslava the Unfaithful. None of these kids are badasses. Like, I was hoping... Our son Radigan is quick. That's one of his good traits. Let me see if I can find him. And, like... None of his kids have that. None of his kids are smart. And he married a genius. He married a cousin who was a genius to try and get some super smart kids. Not worked at all. So much for trying to get some really good genetic traits to stay in the family for generation after generation. Man, his wife looks like a battle axe. I used her to cleave a peasant in half. That's why there was blood on me. No, you had a period. I haven't had one of those in years. Uh-oh. Alright, let's go to wherever we were. Alright, so we have burned everything here down. We're going to move into the nearby territory here and siege it. We're going to loot it. We're still looting, trying to wear down this castle and loot that. Same with the castle down here. Who the hell is this guy? Northumbria? Go back to Northumbria, you dickheads. Raiding is mean. Leave it to the Tengri. We do it best. 49% war score. Man, these Catholic countries are going to be weak after this. Well, other than maybe France. Victory! Holy Roman Empire, how many troops do you have left? Oh, they have 14,000, so they still do have a considerable force they could send in. I guess France never needed to take Aquitaine, because they decided to take England instead. My lord, the High Chancellor, your Chancellor High Chief Vislav of some place has been trying to create unrest among the nobles and... What? Oh, okay, so this is the dude here. Count Harakabos the Whisperer is like, your Chancellor tried to turn people against me. I'm like, oh, that's not nice, is it? It's not good. And now he's mad at me because I was an ass to him. Or Hermes was. Oh, somebody said bad things about you being dummy. I received word that your Chancellor was trying to agitate the nobles of my realm and spread lies about me in Anatolia. Rest assured, this dangerous behavior will not stand. Who the fuck are you? Oh, he's some duke in the Byzantine Empire. Oh, excellent. You know what we're going to do then? Chancellor, sow dissent here in the capital of the Byzantine Empire. You're probably going to get killed. But Emperor Hermes hates the Byzantine Empire because they killed his son Vigo, the Carpathian. Now we're gonna make things tough. Man, they're still pretty powerful. That might be a bad idea, but fuck it. Fuck the Byzantines, and not in a sexy, good way. Well, everybody, I think that's gonna be the end of this episode. Where was their defeat? Oh, Brandenburg got sieged. I don't care, that's one of my vassals. It's not my fault if they can't defend their shit. We're going to continue to siege these areas. This one is almost done. After this, I think we'll send the troops around here to get rid of these stupid-ass raiders. How'd you know I raid ass? Every night, because you smell like shit. Oh, well, whatever. On that weird note, I'm going to head off, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, and maybe I'll see you next time for more CK2.